Arsenal, top of the table.
The top of the league. Top of the league. Listen, like I always say, if it's not, I usually want Chelsea to win the league because it's Liverpool and it's Liverpool and Arsenal.
You're a low-key Chelsea fan as well.
Nah. But I want Chelsea to win the league. But if it's not Chelsea, I want Arsenal to win the league. So I'm rooting for Arsenal now. You know what I mean? Because Chelsea ain't gonna win it. Probably. So I'm rooting for Arsenal. I really need Arsenal to win this league, bro. I need Liverpool punished for that spending and not win it. I need that, we need a story out of
things that stand out for me. Declan Rice scoring against West Ham is always something that gets made up about. But I think at the Emirates, I know it's one of them niche stats, but he has the most goal contributions apart from Saka in recent times.
Who's Declan Rice?
Declan Rice, yeah. I think in terms of...
If Caicedo did that, what would they be saying?
Anyway. Best midfielder in the world.
Anyway, we move in it. No comment, man.
You know, I rate Declan Rice.
No comment,
I just
bruh.
rate Caicedo more.
No comment, bruh.
I rate Caicedo more.
Comment, bruh.
Declan Rice in terms of a few years ago... Remember when it was like he was a centre-back and then the conversation was, can he play in the middle?
Yeah.
We spoke about Haaland progressing into a better player as time goes on. If you think about for me personally, where Declan Rice has started his career from, playing centre-back at West Ham, to being the player he is today, I think that deserves a lot of plaudits. The player he's developed in, it's evolution, it's being trusted. It's the fact that, you know, he's not just a shin kicker. He's progressive. Like, bro, think about it.
I hate this term that has come back into football.
Shin kicker.
I think, so you look at the Liverpool's fixtures that are coming up, and you look at Arsenal's fixtures that are coming up as well. And a lot of time it's like, okay, some people are going to say these are the games that Arsenal drop points, but I actually think by December, Arsenal are going to be probably a few points clear, you know, at the top of the table. When you look at, I think Man City are going to be chucking along as well. But I think Arsenal are going to be a few points clear. I mean, they are the most complete team. You know what I mean? Whether you think they're the most talented team, some will probably say Liverpool in terms of the high-end quality, maybe that you say with like Salah, Isaac and stuff. But they're the most complete team. And we always talk about their defense and stuff like that. Like it's hard to see Arsenal losing many games.
Did you see that comparison between their bench last year when they played West Ham and this year?
No, I didn't see. Was it a massive improvement?
Insane.
That's the thing. Look at that. Like,
the only players left were like Lewis Skelly and one other player. Everyone else was like a significant upgrade.
And do you remember, last season, because I feel like everyone seems to forget, but Odegaard was injured at a point of last season, and everybody said, our fluidity is gone. We've got no fluidity. Odegaard came back against Newcastle, maybe it was, had a good game, and everyone said, this is what we missed. And then he ended the season pretty poorly, and he became the most hated player at Arsenal, right? Now you look at him going down 3 injuries in a row or whatever it was, 3 competitive start. But it's like, we're fine. We're good. You know what I mean? We've got Eze, we've got replacements now. Zubimendi came on, played well. In fact, Arsenal played better when Zubimendi came on. So you look at Arsenal, they're the most complete team in the league, man. And that's just the reality. And I think, look, you're looking at what happens with Liverpool. We'll see. You're not going to write Liverpool off. They're still going to be there. But I've got Arsenal as favourites now, man. I look at Arsenal and I think you look like a champion team.
What I would say,
I think for me, I'm looking at how Liverpool react in this next month.
Who do you see beating Arsenal like comprehensively, like just a win?
You said this about Liverpool.
No,
when?
I know.
Yeah, because they kept doing that little champions restore. I'm talking about, but we knew in their games, their games were frosty. So I was saying, who's going to stop them from doing that? Who's going to stop that defense from? They don't concede.
I don't know.
They don't concede goals.
I hear it. But the thing is
0 XG. West Ham completed 0 XG in a full 90-minute match.
To be fair, they always slap West Ham.
No, they don't. No, at the Emirates, it's not an easy game.
At Emirates, but I remember them going to
yeah.
Absolutely.
But 0.
I will say this, not to throw you guys in there. I feel like
throw Spurs into what? The title race?
No, not title race. Okay, I won't say it. I'll say this then. With Arsenal, you're right. Defensively, they're very solid, and they look like they can get goals. The point you make about Eze coming in is really true because they've got the fluidity. I think that this season, something that Arteta might have to do that he didn't do, or we said that he needs to do earlier last season, was trust the young players. I think at some point in the season, you're going to have to trust Ethan, because if Odegaard needs time to get fit and Eze's playing a lot, then surely you've got another piece of depth.
But he's got Moreno, he's got Zubimendi.
Yeah, but I mean, talking about attacking outlets, like someone that can actually do something. You've got players that can come in and do that. I think that's important. I think what's also important as well is how he manages the health of these players coming back. Saka's still trying to get back to it. Odegaard, it's where to come off 3 times in the space of 45 minutes.
It's a long season.
Exactly, so that's why it's like, we say load management is a key thing, and I think ultimately it might come down to, from Arsenal side, how fit can they keep their key players, and Liverpool side, how long it takes them to integrate their best players.
And I think that's what it's come down to. Both teams for those kind of injuries or whatever. It's just a case of Arsenal's players, I feel like, have maybe assimilated a little bit more and a little bit easier, whereas Liverpool have made such huge changes. That's why I'm like, yo, this is actually their first bump in the road. Now we're going to see how how Slot reacts, how this team reacts, which players are actually going to step up over the next 2-3 months. I'm watching all these things, but I don't know if I'm
much about now.
Now
it's not
ready
much
to already change that. I had Liverpool as a favourites for a reason, and I'm still trusting that Isak is going to come good. Wirtz is going to wake up at some point. Salah's going to hit form. The defence is going to lock in. Like, I still think these things are possible. We'll see.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, right? Obviously, if you want to stick with that, I'm saying
the gap is what, 1 point?
No, it's not a big gap. But I'm looking at the way Arsenal are defending. I'm looking at the way they can. We were talking about us on a panel here. We did our who could be in the Young Player of the Year lists, and Miles Lewis-Skelly was in there. He's on the bench, just chilling now. Ethan Waineri came like a breakthrough from nowhere.
Yeah.
Sitting on the bench. I don't even know if he was in the squad. I can't remember. Sitting on the bench. Odegaard can come out. They got players that are going to come in. Moreno comes off the bench against Newcastle, scores a beautiful header. Lovely. Martinelli, is it 2 weeks in a row, comes off the bench, scores winners. That is perfect. That is what you need. Your squad is now contributing all factors. Saliba, you're injured. Mascara is going to come in, hold it down for a bit. Oh, but then Mascara, you're struggling a little bit. Saliba, come back in and just shore things up. Like, let's still let you. You're still the A side. It's not Mascara. That's what you need. So far, Arsenal have shown the squad utilization. Saka wasn't there. Noni Madueke, he got man of the match in one of the games.
He's injured now.
Bro, he's injured now. But this is what I mean. So far, Arsenal have used their whole array of the squad.
Gyökeres still hasn't even hit peak form.
And listen, Arsenal fans know it. Gyökeres, you're going to drag him along with you this season, right? And you just got to hope. But let's be honest, though. Like, Gyökeres you're going to drag him along. Let's just hope, for his sake, he can get like 15 Premier League goals. Well, that was like what Havertz got. I haven't even mentioned Havertz. I haven't mentioned Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal have a squad ready, bro, and they're showing so far that they can plug and play, and we'll see what happens going through. Like, again, but it's a long season,
of course. Let's take it full circle, but that's why I mentioned the young, because you mentioned how Miles came in last season and whatnot, and that's why I think it's important for those guys, because obviously we're seeing them here and there, but Noni getting injured.
Did you see the squad that Arsenal played in the Carabao?
Yeah,
I said strong squad, and one of my boys was like, "Nah, they just got depth."
Yeah,
I was like, that's true. Bare man are missing, you know.
Yeah. So
bare man are missing.
But this is what I'm saying, because being able to swap players out is key. But Noni got injured. They didn't expect that. Saka's not fully fit. If you get another one, you're gonna have to keep rotating. So it's like, make sure these guys are in amongst it and ready to play. Like, it's a luxury to have the depth that all firing, but I think it's that consistency of having it constantly, because they've got rhythm. And
like I think if Arsenal was if Chelsea, if another team, if City were doing exactly what Arsenal did, or Chelsea,
they'll get a lot more praise. They'll get a lot more praise.
I do think it's not even about praise. It's not about praise. I think that element of doubt is because it's Arsenal Football Club, and it's like, you just don't want to believe it until you see it. That's what I think it is. But I'm just like looking at what I'm seeing. I'm just looking at what I'm seeing. I'm thinking,
but this is what they wanted. This is what they wanted when they brought the strength and depth to see players rotated, come in and out, and fully utilize it. That's been one of the biggest criticism over the last 2-3 years of Arteta uses the same guys, rubs them down to the bare bones, and then they get injured at the crucial point.
I think now 3 injuries that I'll be like, oh, is Rice. I'll be like, okay, it'll be interesting to see them without Rice. Gabriel, you know what I mean? We saw last season, maybe if he was at some games, they could have got better results. And Raya, you know what I mean? Even Saka, he's their best player, but we've seen with him out, some guy, Noni can maybe fill in a little bit, not to the extent of a whole season, but it's a bit more. Max is there, Ethan's there, but I'm looking at Rice, Gabriel, I'm looking at Raya, and I'm thinking, okay, those could be major injuries if it happened, but I don't know.
With where both teams are,
One of them's happened pretty much every season so far.
Well, Gabriel,
whether it's like a Saliba or a Saka at key points.
Yeah.
So
but I feel like they're more equipped for it this year. That I agree with. I ain't even seen him. I bet he's just in the chamber waiting to be unleashed, bro. Gabriel, one little injury, he's about to come and drop one MOM in a mad game. You know what I mean?
Very good.
So so this is what I'm saying. Like,
what I would say about Arsenal as well is, I think you've summed it up well. Their ability to be equipped and ready for, and I think you have to respect the recruitment there. Like, a lot was made of Liverpool's recruitment this summer, but
that I will say
Arsenal's recruitment has been accumulative, and now when you look at it, you kind of go, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are still going to say you spent that much, you need to win.
Yeah.
But to create a squad like that, that's squad building. You have to kind of give that credit.
But they needed to win in this period.
No, they still need to win, but they still need to win. But if we're saying that their squad has depth and has everything they need, and they're in a place where if people get injured, people come in, you have to give appreciation to the squad that they've built, because we've seen it loads of times where teams don't manage to build a squad. They buy loads of players and there's bare duds. You can see that everyone in the Arsenal change room is highly useful and highly functioning from what we're seeing this season.
I think there's a search. I think there's a search for perfection. You know what I mean? And I saw on AFTV, or I don't know who the guy was, and he was saying like, I'm still not happy with how we're playing. I'm still not happy with the result, or like we need to score more goals. I'm like, look at the goal difference in the Premier League right now. Arsenal are flying. Do you know what I mean? In terms, I know it's the defensive only conceded 3 goals or whatever it is, but I'm like, honestly, I think it's the Klopp, obviously, with what they did. And obviously, Pep Guardiola raised everyone's image of what perfection looks like. We're not getting another one of that, bro.
The 90s, we're not
getting another one of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not even the 90s. Like, you used to watch City at their best, and it's just a perfect game. You know what I mean? Clean sheet, 5 goals. Man, everyone, it's lovely, but you're not gonna get that. I think everyone. Maybe it's more magnified because it's Arsenal and because Arsenal haven't won. But I think you're looking at Arsenal, you're saying, where can we nitpick their errors in this? But it's like, you won comfortable at home against West Ham, see you later, clean sheet again, move on. Like, you know, I'm coming from, like, you're top of the table now. I don't know. I think it's maybe a bit too magnifying glasses. Like,
maybe sometimes some place fair. Before we move on, I wanted to say big shout out to Bukayo Saka, 200th appearance.
No, big shout out for not giving the penalty to Gyökeres.
I like that, bro.
Are people sick? I was seeing people complaining, bro.
Do you remember when they were clowning Havertz for getting charity penalties? But now they want Gyökeres to get those same charity penalties.
It's not even that. Havertz had 0 goals, bro. Gyökeres, you scored 3 goals, bro. So that's one thing. Why you need charity, bro? Work harder, brother. You know what I mean? Do you know what I hate? Listen, if you're not part of it, cool. But there was a minority. We're gonna say we all saw it online. Of fans saying that Saka's bad mind for that.
No, man.
No, wait, hold on. This is my team.
I'm the face of the franchise.
Bro, yo,
it's my franchise.
I didn't see Lampard giving no pens to Shevchenko, bro.
Drogba.
I didn't see, even on the final day when Drogba wants a golden boot, Lampard said, I'm taking this important. It's only 1-0. I'm going to score. This is Saka's team. Gyökeres has just come in. You've got your 3 goals. Bro, it's Saka's team. He's the penalty taker. Take the pen, bro. Are you crazy? You see, at the end of the game, he said Henry text him pre-game. Pre-game. No, I'm saying Henry text him pre-game, saying, you guys remember your last few results or whatever.
You lost the last 2 games against West Ham,
Henry's in my mind, and I'm giving pens to Gyökeres.
No, but also...
I'm bagging.
Also, you're wearing 14 as well.
Give me that out here, bro.
He became only the second Arsenal player to score on their
200 game,
same like Henry. But for me, it's like, I think what it boils down to is its mentality. This is business. This is real men shit. We don't have time for all of this boosting ego. No,
bro.
We got shit to get to, because that's how people will be laughing and whatnot. No, we are here for business. I'm taking the pen. If you want a pen, do something about, like, and I like that. That's what I like about.
Bro, go get yours, bro.
The reason why I want to
go get yours. Go and get yours.
Go get someone in the near post.
Bro.
Crossing.
Work in the paint.
Bro, I'm gonna shoot. Go and get a rebound, bro. Go and get a rebound.
The reason why I want to pick up Saka as well is because, like, I feel like Haaland is always spoken about as a proposition, but when you break it down, he is the poster child for that, right? Like, because when I think about, like, Arsenal legends, that obviously Henry's spoken about, Wright spoken about, Saka's like spoken about someone that's going to be in that future, but Ashley Cole was Haaland, kinda.
Yeah, he's Haaland,
Yeah, but
he's the Arsenal academy. Yeah.
Jack Wilshere, obviously, like, you know, the injuries and everything. But if you look at what Bukayo Saka's done in terms of coming through, starting in a different position, establishing yourself, being a franchise, that feels like the purest Haaland that there is. And I think that deserves credit, because Cobham we speak about all the time. Carrington, loads of examples. Haaland, like, he's literally the franchise, like, through and through. And people always talk about him and all this type of stuff. I think he deserves respect for that, man. It's not easy to be the franchise player of a team, especially when you come from the ground like that. That's some big shit, man. I think it isn't miss.
Definitely. I mean, Ashley Cole, obviously, he left in bad terms.
Yeah.
But obviously, he went on and he was invincible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was double.
Was Tony Adams one of the...
Yeah, Tony Adams. Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's a skipper. So, like,
it's one of those ones.
That's cultural cash in, man. Like, you gotta respect that, man. Like, how many players come through academy and then they get shifted, or they, you know, they have a little.
And
spell.
look at the way you're talking about, man. But then they're saying give pen to Gyökeres. They're telling give pen. This is your Haaland graduate. This is he's lived in all your dreams, and you guys are saying give pen to Gyökeres at 1-0. At 1-0, not even 2-0. It was 2-0. Maybe, you know what I mean? Even the 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. 3-0. 1-0. Nah, business is business, bro. Business is business.
Josh Miller says culture. I'm not too sure on Zubimendi cams.
Yeah, I ain't. What changed his game against West Ham at home?
Before we move
I think
on,
he's a good player. I think he's a good player, but I just said I think he's like very Jorginho-esque. I just don't. I'm not really like mad high on him. I just think he's a good player.
Fairs.
Nothing special. Like, you know, what do you think of Zubimendi?
I think steady Eddie. He's a good
player.
player.
I think he's a good player. What am I meant to say? Best in the league or something?
I think when he was coming in, the noise that was being made, I expected more. But then as well, new team, new league.
He's calm.
I'll
He's
give
a calm
him like
player.
6-8 months so I could really gauge him.
I think he's been good for Arsenal. I think he's
been alright.
I think he's got more. I think him being there has got more out of Declan Rice.
Yes.
I think he's been very complimentary.
I think that's a great. I think it's done the unleash the shackles.
No, but I think Arteta's got them more of like a pivot. He's kind of pivoted. I think Declan Rice has been doing two-man's roles personally, but it is what it is. I think Zubimendi's been calm. I'm confused.
I think he's done. If you speak to a lot of Arsenal fans as well, they'll say that he's enabled like the front quartet to be a bit more. And then Declan can be a bit more like, what do you call it, combustive and going forward. Be more.
But has he been playing the six like that though?
No, they've, like you said, they've been double pivoting. They've been mixing up in it. So, but yeah,
he's a calm player.
I think it's been very complimentary to their team.